Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm so pleased to be here today with the Ascended Masters series. And I have asked Val from Dragonfly Crystals to come on and present. And she got to pick who she wanted to pick. And so I'm going to let her tell you all about this particular person, or Ascended Master, rather. And so, Val, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Ellie, for having me on. And I'm really excited to talk about Sanat Kumara because he's been an ascended master that I've called on many times throughout my lifetime. Excuse me. And I may be looking down a bit because I have like 7 pages. Most of this came from internet research because what I know of him is more personal in nature.
Sure.
So just looking through, I got things from the internet and Helena Blavatsky.
Oh, yeah, the Theosophist.
He was very big on talking about the Great White Brotherhood, but also had some information on Sanat Kumara. So there was Alice A. Bailey coming up with information about Sanat Kumara and really many other people. So this is my presentation of Sanat Kumara.
That's awesome. Yeah. And I just want you to feel loose and free. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Sanat Kumara is an ascended being at the cosmic level of initiation who is regarded as the Lord Regent of Earth and humanity. He's the head of the spiritual hierarchy of Earth who dwells in Shambhala on the etheric plane, the emotional dimension of spirit. The etheric plane is just above the physical. So they say Shambhala resides in there's a few places, but the Gobi Desert was one of them.
Okay.
There's talk that they moved it. So basically, all dimensions and planes of existence exist in our same space. So you're just shifting your energy. And that's how you get to the different dimensions. Your frequency is higher when you go to the etheric. The next plane up would be the astral, etc. So that picture, it's something on Earth called Shambhala, but you can't see it because it's vibrating at a higher level. And so also Sanat Kumara is known as the Ancient of Days in the Bible, in Revelations, and the planetary logos of Earth. Now, logos is a word we all go, what does that mean? And it literally means the word. And the word is that source, that divine source that we all know and feel inside of all of us. It's the inward thought as well. So Ascended Master Sanat Kumara is part of the Great White Brotherhood, a spiritual gathering of ascended beings, which was founded and directed by Sanat Kumara. They also are known as the Masters of Ancient Wisdom. So if you can imagine this group of tons of beings that incarnated on the earth plane, and they reached their level of enlightenment, or may already have been enlightened before they incarnated.
Probably.
They went through the cycle, and then they, as they did their last earth life, they are now ascended masters with great wisdom to share with us and are teaching us and helping us while we're on earth. So it's said that he is supported in this role as the head of the planet Earth and of Shambhala by a number of avatars such as Buddha and Maitreya. Sanat Kumara is a Sanskrit word meaning always a youth. And you can see he's pretty youthful looking. So that's just one of the likenesses. Because Sanat Kumara, he's whatever you see him appearing as. But don't be locked into just one image. And, for 9 times out of 10, I feel the energy of an ascended master, not the image. I get color rivers and streams, like, for Mother Mary or Mary Magdalene, I get this gorgeous magenta light come in, and I know they're with me, like when I'm sitting in meditation. It's that kind of thing. But Sanat Kumara comes in on the ruby ray. So you might call on him and you'll get that image, that feeling of really deep, deep burgundy or even darker magenta. And that will be Sanat Kumara.
Wow.
He could come in on a different ray, but those are the color ideas that you could look for when you're meditating and calling him in. And Sanat Kumara in Hindu scripture is known as Kartikeya and Subramanya. In Buddhism, he's known as Brahma, Sanat Kumara. In Zoroastrianism, he's known as Ashura Mazda, meaning the wise Lord. That's just some of his incarnations.
Some other names.
He's had many other names. And just wanted to share with everyone some of the gifts that he brings to Earth. So this is about Christ consciousness, the higher spiritual awareness, the evolved state of being, much like Christ was bringing in, Buddha, whoever you want to call as one of the great teachers. They're saying he comes from the hierarchy of Venus, one of the 7 holy Kumaras, and the Lord of the flame of Christ consciousness of Venus's etheric plane. And this was by Alice Bailey. She had written this. And so people say, oh, nobody can live on Venus. Well, they're living in an etheric plane once again on another dimensional level. He initiates us on the path of intense love, like I said, through the ruby ray. So his is about heart opening, making us aware that we are one with divine source. And sorry, let me make sure my phone's off. Sanat Kumara's mission was completed back in 1956 when his disciple Gautama, did I say it wrong?
Gautama Buddha.
Gautama Buddha was awarded the position of the Lord of the world. So he kind of took over. And Sanat Kumara became regent of the world and continues to assist Earth's to grow in consciousness from the etheric plane of Venus. But there was a return. In 1997, the Cosmic Council and the Lords of Karma decreed Sanat Kumara could return to Earth for cycles of manifestation and the absolute return of freedom to the hearts of the light bearers of Earth. And he said, I placed my body as a living altar in Israel, and in that body temple is the original blueprint, the soul design for everyone who is here on Earth. And I just chose this excerpt from Janet McClure's book on Sanat Kumara, which I have read. And one day a runner came and said, the soldiers, they are here. They are here. And he was just trembling in fear. And Sanat Kumara said, fear not, my father is here. And where my father is, there is no war. It is not possible because my father is in the oneness. And the runner looked at him crying and sobbing, and he held him and comforted him. And he told Sanat Kumara to look to the others and said, he does not see, he does not understand. It is impossible for war to come here. My father is here, and the oneness is here. Oh, everyone waited for that war, and of course it did not come because the war passed them by. The others listened to Sanat Kumara saying, show us the oneness of which you speak. Where is it now? Please show it to us. And I said, Sanat Kumara said, it is within you. I see it within you, but you must recognize it. And also, it's all around you. The Father is the means to see it. Can you not see the Father's energy? It's the oneness. It is the same Father for all of us. So the Father meaning the Spirit, that divine source. And then Sanat Kumara, at the end of this little excerpt, he's seeing a golden light spreading everywhere, a golden radiance that came together as pure light. And he says he entered that light. And then all this enlightenment and more things happened to him in that lifetime. But that's Janet McClure's book if you want to read it on Sanat Kumara.
Yeah, that's fascinating. The other thing I just want to interject, I don't want to disturb you, but is the 1997 thing. And the reason I bring it up is it was about that time in the 90s that I was really invested in my spiritual journey. I mean, I started earlier, but then gave it up, you know, that kind of thing. And we were planning for the earth changes at that time. And everything was about the earth changes. And then something happened and the earth changes did not occur because a shift came. And then when you said that, it's like, oh, okay. I know, it was great. Gave me all that validation that I, you know, because you begin to think you're just crazy because you.
I know, because you go, oh, it's supposed to happen.
It's supposed to happen.
But we've negated it so many times through world meditations, through ascended masters, assistants, you know, heck, even ETs.
They've protected us from like nuclear weapons. Yeah,
exactly. Yes, they do. They definitely do, as we've seen recorded by people. So this next part of the presentation, I wanted to share some personal experiences I've had with Sanat Kumara to bring him back down to feeling like he's a real being that you can call on, and he will be there to help you no matter what.
Good.
So there was an excerpt or a part of Janet McClure's book where she talked about one of his lifetimes. Sanat Kumara was doing artistry, was painting. And there was a point in Sanat Kumara's incarnations that he began painting healing art. He didn't even realize it was. He was just putting these beautiful pictures together by painting. And people started to view it, and they would receive healings by sitting in front of it and looking at it. And it was a really big thing. But for that time, whatever incarnation that was. But as I was reading that book, I had an epiphany that I could do the same. And I have done it before. And I had this huge download that was when I realized I could paint divine blueprints for people. It was just another gift of awakening that Sanat Kumara gave me from that reading that book. It's like, it wasn't about, he wasn't.
I get the chills. Yeah.
He wasn't doing divine blueprints, but even in that, but it wasn't until today that I read when he came back in 1977, he anchored in all of our divine blueprints. And I'm like, what?
Okay. Wow.
I mean, it kind of, this was, I don't know when, it was after that point. After that, I read that book, not more
and then
than
you had that epiphany. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So then what was interesting for me, though, is in a 2003 visit to India, of course, I set the intention. It was a spiritual trip with a group of ladies, and we had things to do, spiritual things to do as we went through southern India. And I always say, open up to all the highest good, highest vibration of light, and whatever openings and initiations that can come my way. I'm probably not eloquently saying it, but
but I understand what you're saying. Yeah, you want to be open to the experience to gain whatever you can from it.
Whatever, if there are any extra things that happen, I'm open to it. So we went to, so in this experience, when we traveled to southern India, we went to visit a Subramanya temple. Well, Sanat Kumara is also known as Subramanya in India. And visitors, we had to walk up this huge hill, just huge, circling hill. It took us a long time, probably 30 minutes to get up there. But
Wow.
visitors were not allowed in the inner area of the temple. They could walk through the outer periphery, but they couldn't walk inside this particular Subramanya temple. But miraculously, our group was invited in. The priests were chanting and performing a ceremony. Incense was burning, and we were told to sit down. And it was pretty dark in there because
Sure.
it's not full of electrical
Sure,
lights.
sure. It's rural. Yeah.
Yeah, so we sat
Yeah.
down, and this incense is coming and the chanting they're doing. And a few minutes went by, and I began to have a profound experience. Huge openings, heart openings. I began sobbing uncontrollably, just sobbing like I could not stop. Is just going. Like my heart expanded, and I had the awareness that huge blocks and obstacles were removed, and I felt a powerful downpouring of energy and oneness as I had this downpouring. And it was so profound. I think I cried literally for 10 minutes straight. I mean, it was just hard.
Sure.
Lifetimes
of blocks were being taken off you.
Blocks were being taken off me. So those are just a few of my
fabulous
experiences with Sanat Kumara. But I mean, listen, that's leaving out all the times when I've called on him to assist me with something. And we'll get into that later in a few minutes. I'm going to go into some of the channeling that I got from Sanat Kumara, real-time channeling that just was this weekend. And what I like to do is I ask a question, I write it down. You know, this is in the middle of my meditating. Then I pull a tarot card just to inspire me about what the message is going to be about. And this is what I pulled for our message, the Eight of Swords. And this is the Star Tarot, which I love, because the Star Tarot is really deeply spiritual.
Yeah.
Every card is beautiful in the meaning and the painting.
And the design, yeah. It's lovely.
And Sanat Kumara says, the eagle flies above the fray, untouched by what is happening below them. As humanity is at a crossroads, many choices, the eagle flies free to soar into the clear blue sky over the mountaintops. The rich soil of Mother Earth will heal us over time. 4 directions, 4 elements, 4 corners. Yet the circle is round like a wheel that demonstrates no matter how much division from choices takes place, we will all eventually come together on the wheel going in the same direction. There might be sharp places along the way, so be mindful and to flow with it. Detach from illusion of the third density and embrace your true soul self. Your nature, your divine nature and connection with all that is, you will be well. You are loved. You are part of all that is divine source. So it is, and so it is written. And so in the getting in the weeds of what this card means, I read in the book, it is about restricted clarity. That's the key word, restricted clarity. And it says, indecision and restricted thinking can block your energy to progress forward. The energy can bring lack of direction, conflicting thought, and the repeating mental tape with no plan or solution in sight. Confusion coupled with absence of self-confidence creates a feeling of vulnerability and fear. So
Mm,
basically, what he's saying is fly like the eagle above the fray.
right.
Be the eagle above the fray. Don't hook into the 3D stuff
Right.
going on. The
Right.
smooth
The eagle flows into the fifth dimension. Yeah.
look, and you're on this smooth wheel. There may
Yeah.
be rough places. So
Hmm.
it sounds, I had read that February was going to be a little rough astrologically. And that, well, that was a timely message.
It
Then,
was. It's
then
beautiful, though.
what
Yeah.
came after that was differing points of view, differing positions of seeing, different colors with a heart in the center and green on the outside. This is
Mm.
the heart.
Hmm.
This is the green. So
Yep.
that's healing. It's all
Wow.
to be healed at the end.
Yep.
So there's that. And then
Beautiful.
I have one
Mm.
more that is more speaks to what we can call on Sanat Kumara to help us with. And
Hmm.
that is, um, I asked him what we should know about him. I said, what should we know about you, Ascended Master Sanat Kumara? What would you suggest we call on you to help us with? And I pulled the Nine of Pentacles, which is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
So
Wow.
the Nine of Pentacles, uh, it brings a breakthrough and a change in consciousness. It's about abundance and fulfillment and love soul experience. So this is related to what he can bring to us.
Hmm.
You are
Hmm.
moving away from fear-based behavior, understanding how to acknowledge your true wealth and inner wealth with a heart full and a full life. The three trinities of the love, nature, will, man, and wisdom, the higher self, have united, working through the energy of the heart. That is what Star Tarot says about it. And this is Sanat Kumar's channeling.
Okay.
I will help you see the beauty of life around you. I will help you raise your awareness. That is, that all life is connected and we affect each other. All good things are yours, and all whole energies of divine wisdom, while in third density, are yours for the asking. Request your awareness of what you already possess. Acknowledge that what is within the complete whole, that this is all that is, divine source in every cell of your body. I, Sanat Kumara, will assist. Call on me for ideas, inspiration, and true wisdom to come to your awareness of how to navigate Earth life while a spiritual being. This awareness will bring you deep peace and understanding that we are all one. And so it is. And so it is written. This is Sanat Kumara. So when he speaks of inspiration, inspiration is your source connection, that flow that comes. So these are big things to feel inspired by spirit, to have that divine connection. This is what he will bring when you call.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah. And when you inspire, you're breathing in. You're taking it in. You're taking it into your inner self. Yeah. Absolutely.
because you
Gorgeous.
notice when you're tense or you're
Yep.
stressed or you close your heart, you notice how your
Yep.
breathing is very constricted,
Very shallow. Hmm.
shallow.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
you breathe and your heart centers open,
Expands.
you expand and you expand your breathing and it's slow and feels good.
Yeah.
And so
Oh, wow.
that's my presentation.
Yeah. Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you. I mean, I could feel his presence. And in this book, it had said that when you call upon Kumara, he responds at lightning speed with powerful energy. And I could feel that. I could feel that when you were
He, well,
telling him that's what you did.
and I asked him to assist me to in this presentation.
Yeah.
And, I could feel his energy there.
Yeah. He's all, yeah, a lot of energy. Yeah, absolutely.
Got a lot
And
of energy.
a lot of energy. You know, the other thing is that there's a lot of people that are asking us in readings, what is my gift? What am I here for? What
Right.
am I on the right path? We get that a lot as
Yeah.
readers.
Right.
And he's the one to go to. He will help you overcome ego. He will help you with healing work and spirit releasement and knowledge and enlightenment. And that's exactly what you described in this
Divine blueprint
presentation.
on
Yeah.
Earth is your plan. It is what you're here to do. And
Yep.
those are the things he will help you with. That opening of divine oneness with all that is, I think, is that peace, that profound peace, that all is well, and everything is as it should be, is a gift that is like pretty big.
It is. It is. And I think that knowing that we have these masters that can help us specifically with things that we need help with. I mean, we do know a lot of the times which angel to call on, for instance, when we want Michael or, you know, but we don't always know what these masters, and like you say, they've had different incarnations, and they may have already been enlightened in those past carnations, but they wanted to come back here and, you know, spread their love. So I have a small, a little invocation that's in this book, and I'm just going to read it because I think that it's something that we can all use at the end of this, but I don't want to cut you off if you have more to say.
No, I'm done.
No, okay. I just didn't want to butt in. You know, I didn't want to
myself. No, I didn't enjoy myself.
Sorry. Okay. So, Sanat Kumara, please bring me your powerful energy to uplift my spirit and vitality. Please help me rise above negative thoughts and emotions like a bird above dark clouds. I ask your assistance in tapping me into the true and eternal source of all energy. Please clear away lower spirits and energies from within and around me and infuse me with divine healing light.
Beautiful. Oh my God, powerful.
It's the bird above is the eagle.
It's got it. That's it. It's really
now I get the chills, you know. Yeah. Thank you.
Really,
wow.
Really beautiful.
Thank you for bringing him into our awareness and for offering such beautiful explanation and your own personal experience. I think it's wonderful. I have a friend who was spent time in an ashram, but she's like 85 years old now, so it was a long time ago. Yeah. But she also was under the tutelage of who became Osho at the time.
Oh,
and, yeah. And of course, he came over here, and his ego got in the way, and he kind of got out of it. But his wisdom.
It's a hard thing when you're going going toward enlightenment, and you're getting people to pay attention to you and whatnot. Yeah. That fine road to walk is where you are
humble.
You're staying connected, and not my will, but thy will.
Thy will, right.
That's the big thing. So
yeah, we see that a little bit of power can create a lot of problems in some folks. So yeah. But he really did have a lot of beautiful things that he said when he was alive. So I'm glad that came from that. But this is beautiful. Wow. I'm just really thrilled. And it brings me back to my Hinduism days, reading about Arjuna and some of and Ganesha and all the other gods. So thank you so much, Val.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure.
All right. So I hope everybody enjoyed this today. And you'll see us again, I'm sure, on the Mystical Sisters, and looking forward to that as well. So thank you so much. Thank you, Val.